Excuse me, sir. I love your outfit. It's pretty smart and clean.
Oh,
I
thank
really
you.
appreciate it. I'm actually a student from UCLA. I'm
Oh,
making a
cool.
documentary on business and entrepreneurship. I was wondering if I can ask some question real quick, just 2 minutes maybe?
Sure.
Okay, so what do you do for a living, sir?
I actually work a manager store right down the way.
Which industry are you putting your career in?
The fashion industry,
How long you been working there?
20 years now.
What is the biggest lesson you ever learned?
It's not always about who works the hardest, who works the smartest.
How can we work smart?
Make sure you plan out your days, your months. Don't wait till the 30th to try and hit your goal. You should have a plan to do it by
Yes.
mid-month
Yes.
so that you're always ahead of the schedule. So never wait until it's time to pay up, basically. Plan ahead, know what your business looks like for the month, the year. Have your yearly goals, have your monthly goals, and know how you're going to set them out.
Do you have any words or any suggestions you want to share with the younger generation who want to make money like you do?
School is still very important. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I went back to school, did my MBA, so you can learn a lot in there. And just keep emotions out of business. It can be cutthroat at times, it can be hard at times, but it's not an emotional thing. It's just a business thing.
What is the best suggestion to the younger entrepreneurs?
When I was an entrepreneur, the hardest part was kind of like planning out where your money was coming from. So it just goes back to what I said before. Kind of plan ahead. You got to be proactive. Can't be reactionary, because if you wait till mid-month or whatever, you'll find yourself with no business, and then if you're an entrepreneur, that means no money, which means no food. So always be ahead of the game. Always plan on your plan A, B, and C, because plan A doesn't always pan out, and you don't want to only have one plan. Just work hard, man. Still working hard is still very important. Always have a side gig, no matter what. Even if you're an entrepreneur or you're working for a company, always have another thing in your pocket that you can go to and say, I can make an extra $500 to $1,000 if I do this other thing, separate from your main thing.
No offense. Have you ever been broke before?
Yeah.
How did you get through it?
Don't sit down feeling sorry for yourself. Figure your way out. Figure out your next move. And sometimes it takes bold action. Sometimes it takes doing things you don't want to do. Maybe pivoting from what you thought you want to do. So in my case, I had my own business, and when things got hard, I had to go back and do other things. You can't be so far locked into your own plan that you can't change or can't pivot, because like I said, plan A might not work out.
When you reach the button, you gotta have a plan B.
So sometimes you have to step aside from your own projects, go work, because that's what's going to provide you money,
Yes.
and then you take that money, you invest it in yourself again, and then go back off and do your own thing again. Just keep on going back. Sometimes you have to go work at a job to get money so that you can invest that money back into yourself. So it's not a failure if you have to find yourself as an entrepreneur and then go back to work, because you can always go back. Entrepreneurism never ends. Some people start their own business at 50, 60 years old. So just because you have a minor setback doesn't mean you're done being an entrepreneur. It just means you have to find a new route.
What are the best financial or investment suggestions you ever received?
10% of your paycheck goes into an account no matter what. You never see it. Just 10%. I don't care how much you make. I don't care if you make $100 or $5,000. You make $100, $10 goes into the savings. You never see it. If you make $50,000, then you're gonna put that $5,000 in the bank. You're just gonna leave it. No matter what, 10%. That's what you call paying yourself. You can live off the other 90, do whatever you want, pay your bills, have fun. But that 10% you pay yourself every month. No matter if it's money coming in, 10% goes into your bank account. That'll help you not be broke when things get hard. That's probably the best advice I got. And I got that advice when I was a teenager.
From your mentor?
From my grandfather.
And what if you can share one sentence or one quote with the younger generation, what would it be?
Oh, that's tough, man. Like Journey says, don't stop believing. You can always do more, you can always do better, but if you don't believe in you, who will?
Do you believe that the younger generation should follow the money trail or follow their passion?
I don't think you have to separate the two. I think you can do both. But if it becomes where you're trying to decide passions or money, I always say go with the money, because that could feed your passions. If you want to be a drummer,
Yes.
you got to be able to buy drums.
Yes.
If you go get a job, you make some money.
Buy the drum.
You can't eat off passion. You can't eat off dreams. You want to have them, but you also want to be sensible about them.
No offense. What is the biggest amount of money that you ever generated?
6 figures. I'll just leave it at that.
How did you scale it from the 5 figures to 6 figures?
Just honestly staying on the grind. Every time I hit another notch, I learned everything I could, and then I just set another benchmark. And just, you want to set short-term goals and long-term goals, every time you reach one of those goals, you knock them off and say, okay, so what's the next one? So if you're making 5 figures right now and you want to cross over to 6, start making your plan while you're making 5 figures. How are you going to get there? What does it take? You need to go back to school. That's what I did. What is it that you need to do to get there? And don't set it so high that it's unachievable, because that's when you get discouraged.
Yes.
So make plans that you can achieve in little steps to help you get to that 5-year goal. So if you have a 5-year plan, you should have a plan at every year of how you should be in your steps. So like year 1, I should be here, year 2, and that will get you to your 5-year plan. If you want to buy a house, right, you got to start saving somewhere.
Yes.
You don't just all of a sudden have a down payment. So how are you going to save up that money to get a house? Like all that kind of stuff. So you have to have small-term achievable goals and then long-term big goals.
Gotcha, sir. What's your name?
Arthur.
Arthur. I'm Jackson.
Jackson?
Nice to meet you, sir.
Good luck. Good luck.
Your words are really phenomenal. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your wisdom. I really appreciate it.
Good luck with that.
He's really phenomenal. His words are phenomenal. I have to say, he is really smart, because the majority of the people in China would not actually do the entrepreneurship or the mentorship. But he said, entrepreneurship is not just a job. It's endless. Once you start it, you have to finish it up for your entire life. And also he mentioned about you have to have plan B, your backup plan. Once there's something emergency, something accident happen, you have to have your plan B. And also, I love the way he tell people, he teach people how we can invest. If you got $100 a month, just save 10%, save $10 on the bank. Ignore it and don't see it. You're gonna save the money. And you have to have small goals and big goals. That's really smart. If you love the way how I teach you, if you love the way how we learn entrepreneurship, about business and about life, hit the like button, and also you can follow me, and there are more attractive videos for you guys. Let's keep going.